So I became a board member because I really wanted to contribute strategically to the development of the French New Zealand Chamber of Commerce and Industry. I think it's a growing organisation, and the leadership has been extremely strong, and has contributed to a significant growth both in the membership base but also in the diversity of what can be offered to its members. As a board member, you're expected to attend the monthly board meetings. These last for between 1 and 1.5 hours, and also to contribute strategically to the ongoing development of the Chamber in New Zealand, for the benefit of the members. Everyone's got a number of skills they can bring. That was one of the questions I asked myself before becoming a board member. But I quickly learned that there's diversity and benefit of diversity, and that everyone has something to contribute, whether it's complementing the skills of others on the board, or bringing in completely new skill sets. That diversity is incredibly important. Definitely don't need to speak French, and I am a case in point. Having worked for a French company for 20 years, I'm ashamed to say my grasp of the French language is not as good as it should be, but that is in no way hampered me, both in terms of acceptance within the Chamber, but also in terms of the ability to discharge my obligations and duties on the board, and as well with the networking functions as well. So while I would like to learn more French, and it's a good opportunity to develop your French speaking skills, it's by no means required. No, you don't. And one of the objectives of the Chamber is to actually develop outside of Auckland. So myself being based in Wellington, I find it incredibly useful, and from a board perspective, incredibly useful to have people outside of Auckland. If I look at Wellington, there's diversity in terms of the different types of organisations that we have down here. Obviously, we have the public sector, and the ambassador is based in Wellington. But likewise, we're equally committed to developing the rest of the country and into the South Island. So in some respects, being outside of Auckland can be beneficial in terms of contributing to the development and contribution to the board activities as well. So any member can become a board member. At the start of each board tenure, we have a strategic workshop, which can last around 3 hours, half a day. And that's really important because it sets the tone, the strategic direction and focus areas for the next 12 months. Outside of that, we have a monthly board meeting, which lasts from 1 to 1.5 hours. And then we have the different working groups, which the board is structured around. And each board member would normally attend one of those working groups to lead those and lead the objectives. But they're well supported by the Chamber, and is a commitment of about an hour a month. So all up, it's a couple of hours a month of meetings, and then engagement in the activities as and when needed, and at the board member's discretion as well.